You're selling the wrong product. So if you were to explain to me, how do you articulate what you sell? You meet somebody in the grocery store or PTA meeting, soccer game. What do you sell here? What do you sell? Health and wellness? What do you sell? Hope, financial independence. Okay, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You sell the wrong product. That's not what people are buying. That's not what they're looking at. The product is you. See, when you're talking about health and wellness, you're talking about hope, and you're talking about financial independence and all the rest of this, they're not listening to you. They're looking at you. And they're making a decision. Do I want to be like this person? Is this the kind of person that I want my friends to think that I'm like? Do I want whatever it is that this person has? They're not hearing you, they're just looking at you. So, one of the things you have to understand, when you're out there talking about Yoli, you're the only representation they know of Yoli. They don't know the greatness that Robbie has got, the rest of this fantastic company and all the rest of the brand and the history and the stories of all these wonderful people here. The only thing they know is you. You are the billboard, the brochure, and the spokesperson. You're the hired spokesperson for this brand. And so when somebody's listening to you, they're looking at you, making a judgment to determine whether they want whatever this brand shows up as. The mistake that you make in this business is that you think you're in the selling business, and you're not in the selling business at all. No matter what you say and how you say it, none of that's going to matter. In fact, you are in the attraction business. People will either look at you and say, I don't know what that person is on or what they're doing, but I want some of that. They will either be attracted to you or they will be repelled by you. And that will determine how you can recruit and build this distribution network. So here's the way it works. In every room you enter, every conversation you enter, you are a lightning rod. You change the room. You change the conversation. And the room and the people and the environment reacts to you. And it either is attracted or repelled. You either brighten a room or you dim a room. You either bring a positive energy or a negative energy. You are a change maker as you walk around in your universe. The world responds and reacts to you everywhere you go. And so you're either repelling or attracting. See, we all come into this world and develop what's called our personal development set point. Okay, it's like a thermometer. So let's say in my hotel room, I have the thermostat set at 70 degrees. And then all of a sudden, it gets really hot outside. What does the thermostat do? It kicks on the air conditioner in the room, brings the temperature back down to 70. Now let's say all of a sudden, nighttime, it gets really cold outside. What does the thermostat do? Kicks on the heater, brings the temperature back to 70 degrees. So no matter what happens on the outside, the temperature remains the same on the inside. That's just like your self-esteem, your self-identity, your personal development set point. So we all have a set point. And no matter what happens on the outside, we will find a way to bring it right back down to our personal development set point. So for instance, let's just say that you make a lot of money all of a sudden. You inherit a lot of money, or extreme example, you see these people who win the lottery, right? This person's making $30,000 a year. All of a sudden they win $20 million. They get handed $20 million. What's usually the case 3 to 5 years later? How? How does somebody who makes $30,000 a year get handed $20 million and then be broke 3 to 5 years later? Well, the reason is that it got really hot outside, the air conditioning kicked on and brought the money right back to their comfort level or their self-esteem, self-identity, or personal development set point. Another example is this. You guys see it in the health business all the time. People make these goals, they get on these diet plans, they lose a bunch of weight, and then what's usually the case 6, 9, 12 months later? They gain it all back. Why? Because even though the outside changed, the inside didn't. And it brought it right back down to their comfort level of their set point. See, just like this, if we were to have a magic wand and I was to go to Robbie and magically put 50 pounds on his frame, what would probably happen over the next 6 to 9 months? He'd lose it all. Why? Because 50 pounds overweight is not equal to his personal development set point. But what if we took somebody who's 50 pounds overweight right now, waved a magic wand, and took the 50 pounds right off? They've been struggling with it for years. Now it's off. What's probably the case 6 to 9 months later? They gain it all back. It's nothing to do with the weight. It has to do with their personal development set point. Same thing with business. All of a sudden you recruit a couple people, your business takes off. Unconsciously, you will find a way to ruin it, to bring it right back down to your personal. I know it's weird. I don't understand it, but it's just how it works. So what do you do with this? Because you all have a personal development set point, and literally your future is dictated by it. Kind of a scary proposition. What can you do about it? Well, there's only one thing you can do. If you want to increase your income, increase your health, increase the intimacy in your relationships, do not pursue money, do not pursue health or diets or fads, do not pursue changing your relationship. The only thing you can do is to raise your thermostat, raise your personal development set point. And as my mentor, Jim Rohn, as Robbie talks about, as he promised, he says, for things to change, for things to get better, and when you improve, everything in your life improves along with you. But it has to, and it only can, start with you.